let's talk about the Zeroth Law of Thermodynamics. Okay, first we understand the definition of temperature, energy for understanding the overall thermodynamics Zeroth Law. Whenever we see the temperature, the world, we listen, we see the temperature. What does mean it? We have, if for example, somehow we have fever, then the doctor says that your temperature increase around 104 degrees Celsius. In that case, what is the meaning of temperature? Okay, so temperature are nothing. It is the kinetic energy of a particle in a system. Means if in a system particles have kinetic energy maximum, so the temperature is the maximum. Okay, and if has the kinetic energy minimum, the temperature should be minimum. Okay, for better understanding, for example, you rub your hand with your pant or anything in this way, so you see that your kinetic energy increases. As if we say, for example, this paper and my finger is in a system, so in this system my thumb is increased, my kinetic energy of thumb is increased. So in that case we see after some time I feel some temperature on it. Okay, feel some heat type, and heat is the different thing. So I feel some temperature on it. So you, whenever you also feel that is, you rub your pen in two pen with each side, with rub your pen with the palm, you see that we feel in some temperature increases. So basically temperature is the kinetic energy of the particle. Means, for example, if something is a kinetically motion, so if the kinetic motion is increased, that the energy is increases, so the temperature increases, and the kinetic decreases with the temperature. For example, like you slow down this rubbing your palm with your fingers, your pen, you see that the kinetic energy is now less and the temperature are less. So basically temperature is the measurement of kinetic energy of a particle in a system. Okay, second thing, that the temperature is not a energy. So we talk about the temperature is the particles measurement of kinetic energy. So if in our mind there's some doubt feels are that the kinetic energy and that is the energy and the temperature are same thing. No, this is not. Means that temperature is not equal to energy. Okay, energy is the different thing. Energy means, for example, you have, what is the energy? The work to capacity. What is the capacity of your doing work? Like an example of a simple thing. So the energy are both energies. So temperature are the measurement of the energy. Like in a magnitude, for example, you walk 10 kilometer. So the measurement of an energy, like in, for example, their each step, for this is the hypothetical way. Basically this is the north part. Means, for example, you walk 10 meter, so the 10 meters, like an example, so that walking the step of your 10 meters, like in temperature. For example, this is the not necessary example. For example, it is we talk that temperature is not an energy. That is, so what is the temperature? For example, we have system A and system B. Okay, so it is the comparison of, that is the energy difference between them. For example, it has some time, for example, this is temperature A, this is energy something A, and this is the energy of B. Okay, so the temperature is the comparison of kinetic energy of both systems A and B. If you see temperature A, temperature B, so it means sometime temperature is greater than, sometime less than, sometime equal to this. So we see that, so means we compare the energy between the temperature of between the system of A and B. Means what is the temperature of, like, what is the temperature? It is the measurement of comparison between two systems. Okay, for example, A and B are different system. Means these are both on different system, so it has some kinetic energy different, and this is the different kinetic energy. So measurement of these comparison, we call this is the temperature. Okay, this is the not temperature is not an energy form of it. Okay, the temperature is the not form of energy. It is the measurement of energy when we compare with others. Okay, so it is the measurement of energy. So this is the first thing. what we talk, that is the temperature basically is the measurement of kinetic energy in a system for like in doing work. And second thing is the temperature is a not form of energy. Okay, it is the measurement of energy. And when we, for example, when we compare the energy with the system, it is also measurement of, when for example it is the comparison between the two systems, the energy of two systems we compare. So we see that this is the temperature are A and different, temperature B are different, so if say same, that is the same kinetic energy. It is the overall comparison of systems. Okay, and second thing, energy is the capacity of the work. So this is the first thing which we explain, the temperature regarding zeroth law. Then we have energy, thermal equilibrium, and we have also heat. Then we move the zeroth law. So I hope you understand the concept of temperature, measurement of kinetic energy of the particle of a system. I hope you understand the concept. Like and subscribe the channel. We will meet in next video for doing understanding the energy, understanding the thermal equilibrium. Then we move our question practice for better understanding this. And I gave you, if first the topic Zeroth law complete, then I gave you OWS, that is own thinking question, OTQ. Okay, own thinking question, that is thinking by yourself question. Okay, so first the zeroth law is complete, then we give the own thinking question or example, say OTE and OTE. So after the completion of this, okay, I hope you understand. If you understand, like and subscribe. Bye.